All right, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm here based in beautiful San Diego, California, but today is one of those rare days where it's raining outside, and I have a 1997 Toyota 4Runner right here. Now, a lot of you know, I bought this thing, I was gonna rebuild it and do a bunch of stuff to it. I've been so busy, I haven't had time to do it, so it sits outside a lot. I was driving it recently, it's raining, go to use my windshield wipers, and all I get is gigantic streaks across. Back and forth, doesn't help my visibility. So I wanna touch base on this for you guys really quickly today on how to address that, how to get a nice clean finish again without having to replace your wipers. All right, so first off, I wanna say sometimes, obviously you do need to replace your wipers. They dry out over the summer, they get cracked, all that kind of good stuff. So step number one, guys, is you wanna inspect your wipers. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into that. I'm gonna grab a GoPro, show you guys what I'm doing. All right, guys, so first things first, again, I've got my GoPro here, so we're gonna film it, but you just wanna lift up your wiper and you want to inspect the blade. Now it's good if you have some light, at least in my situation where I'm in a shop where I'm in the dark section of my shop, so I'm gonna grab a light. All right guys, so I've got my light just on my phone here, and I'm gonna go ahead and inspect the blade of the wiper. It doesn't look like any heavy cracking or anything like that. It actually looks like it's in decent shape. The lip of it has a nice sharp edge, so that's good. Now this is the one that was causing the harm, the trouble for me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and walk over to the other one and inspect that one as well. So let's go ahead and pop that up. And here we go, let's inspect. And it looks pretty good. So typically what the actual issue is of it leaving the streaks is just, it's dirty. There's filth and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, over the summer, heat and all that kind of stuff can break down the blade and cause it to dry out and crack. It can also just be, in the situation of this one where it's parked outside for some time, just stuff settles in, right? The blade sits here, stuff falls and settles in, and then when you go to use it, it just comes all the way across and creates those big old streaks. So first things first, let's get a microfiber towel. We're going to just wipe the blade and see how much dirt comes off of it. Okay guys, so I've got my microfiber towel here. I'm just gonna go ahead and lift up the blade and wipe out that edge. You just wanna kind of pinch it lightly. You don't wanna damage it or anything. You just wanna pinch it lightly. And then inspect your towel. And as you can see, there's a bunch of stuff on there that just came right off. So I'm gonna do a secondary pass just to make sure I'm getting everything. Still getting some stuff out of there. We're gonna go over to the other side now. Yep, tons and tons of dirt and debris. And as you can see, there's actually some larger kind of, see if this will focus for you, but larger clumps of dirt that create those streaks as they would go across your window. All right guys, so now I've done that, I've wiped them off. I'm actually gonna inspect them again. Now that they're wiped off and there's no more debris on them, I wanna inspect them again to make sure there's no cracking. Yeah, both of these are looking good. So now there are two options that I can do. I can take a little bit. Now some people don't like to do this, so if you don't want to, stop here, test them out, it should be good now. But to help clean them out a little bit more, I'll take a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, 70% isopropyl alcohol, mix it in with water. I'll mix in typically 10% isopropyl alcohol, 10% isopropyl alcohol, again, 70%, 10% of it, 90% of it water. Use that diluted, put that on the towel and wipe them out. Now, if you don't want to use isopropyl alcohol because that can potentially dry them out sooner than they normally would, you can also use just Dawn dish soap. Really good at removing any grease, buildup, all that kind of stuff from anything. So same thing, just mix a little bit of Dawn liquid soap into some water, shake it up, use that to clean it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I am going to be using isopropyl alcohol. I don't have any of the dishwashing liquid here, so I'm gonna use the isopropyl alcohol method. Guys, so I've got my isopropyl alcohol here. Again, 70%, it'll focus off my face for a second. There you go, 70%. Now you can get this at Walmart, you can get it at Target, you can get it literally everywhere. 90%, they also do sell it by 90%. It's just harder to find nowadays, but 70% is still readily available. I have a little bottle of Dasani drinking water filled up to about here. I'm just gonna take, now I usually use my detailing water for this, but Dasani's fine, whatever is fine, it's not a big deal, but I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this up. Okay, so you can see it moving around in there. All right, so I'm gonna put the cap back on the water, shake it up, Make sure it's blended in there properly and we're not just getting a big blast of it right on top. Let's mix that up. Good to go. Okay, taking the same microfiber towel, we're just gonna pour onto the towel. Just saturate that little bit on the towel. Don't normally put bottles and stuff on your paintwork. This paint is destroyed, so I'm not concerned with it right now. But then go ahead and use the mixture to wipe the blade out again. And as you guys can see, I'm still getting more and more off of it. So basically it's just the isopropyl alcohol mix of water is helping to pull all that stuff out. So we're gonna go ahead and do the other side now. Same thing, just wipe it out nice and clean. So you wanna make sure you give the blade a chance to dry out a little bit before, let that water flash off of there. It's another benefit of having the isopropyl alcohol because it will dry it out faster. It'll help evaporate the water off of the blade quicker. Once it's dry, put them down. We're gonna take this thing out for a test drive. Again, well, it's San Diego, it's wet outside, but it's not raining anymore. But I should still have enough water on the glass. We'll go test the blades, make sure it's giving us a nice clean finish now. And one more thing really quickly is you also wanna just wipe the glass on the bottom. Just make sure that there's nothing down there that was left over from the blade itself. So just wipe that out, because otherwise you're putting a nice clean blade down onto a dirty surface again, and you're gonna pick up more contamination. You're gonna have the same issues. So make sure that's all clean. Good to go, put that one down. Wipe this part out again really quickly. There we go, put that one down, and we should be good. Let's go test. Alrighty guys, so here we are. I'm just driving around my side streets of my little business park area. Let's go ahead and test it. I'll flash up a shot of what they were doing earlier today before I cleaned them out. Okay, guys, so you can see that's what it was doing before. Now let's check it out. Perfect, zero streaking, absolutely amazing. Saved myself some money. They look perfect. Like I said, no more streaking. Just because there's streaks doesn't mean you need new windshield wipers. Sometimes they just need to be cleaned. All right, guys, so there you go. I hope that helps. As you can see, right from that video, let me pan you over, zero streaking on that window. It came out absolutely perfect. Actually, let's get you off the tripod here even and let you guys see just up close. I mean, zero streaking. Other than where the wiper doesn't go, the glass is perfectly clean. You can come around another direction here. Cool. So that does it, guys. I hope that helps you. Like I said, you don't always need to replace them. You can get more life out of them. Just check them. If they're cracked, yeah, go replace them. If they're not, clean them and you should be good to go. Anyways, guys, I hope that helps. Make sure to like the video. Make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.